Well, hello again. Um, it was it's another beautiful day out here, so just decided to come outside and spend some time with my guide and with you. So let's see how we are progressing here. Let's see, we are almost to the end. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah, day 26. So we are day 26. And today is the 28th, March 28th. Just about a wrap for March 2025, incredibly. So today I was thoughtful about this technique of robotic manifestation. And the reason why I was thoughtful was because I was listening to this content creator uh, last night, and I hadn't had her in my feed before, but she was kind of entertaining and saying some things. But one of the things that she's like, okay, if you haven't manifested what you're after in 3 days, or it's 2 weeks the most, something like that, then gosh, get another technique. And, and I thought, wow, okay, I guess that's one way to go. But I just believe that, um, jumping from technique to technique, I think it's just more, I really just feel like it's more about what you feel will work for you and where you feel your comfort level is. And also at the end of the day, we have to accept the truth, which is we already have that thing. We already are that thing. We already have it. So, worrying about whether it is happening in, let me slide this over, 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months or whatever, um, to me, it just feels uh, feels like a lot of resistance. And uh, for me, I take this time, 20 minutes or whatever. I take this time for me as to remember, like, who I am and the power that I have to decide within an imagination. Not out here in the world of shadows, which is just a reflection of what's going on inside. Like, I don't know, I've come to accept that. And it's a big responsibility because a lot of times we do want to put the blame on our circumstances, environment, our past, other people. And it's nothing to blame. We're living our lives and things are going on in there. There's some things that we like, some things that we don't like. Um, and I use this time of robotic manifestation not so much as like, okay, I'm going to do this 30 days and I'm going to get it. I'm going to get this thing. I'm going to have what I need, and or 30 days or less or bust. Um, Really, it's just to remember that I get to decide no matter what's happening out here. For me, I am free of all credit card debt now. That's what I feel inside. And that's what I call upon every time when I do go there and I start to worry and get myself concerned. just this week, I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be tax time and it's going to be card bill time. Everything's coming at once. And it was actually going through this process over the last couple of days, since the last time we spent some time together, that kind of helped me to not spiral and really just sort of settle in and just know, hey, it's good, man. It's good. Like, I'm good because I'm free of all this. That's where I exist. And I believe the more I drill in on that from within and see myself as that person, the rest will take care of itself. And I definitely have seen some movement even over this 30-day journey that points in the right direction, but I'm not looking for that, because I already know. I know that I've made a decision about where I'm at on these bills and a lot of things, man. My health, relationships, like, um, as I told you, this journey that I've been on, it's been about 3 or 4 years now. It's really brought me to that point of, hey, I'm going to take it within and look at what it is that I choose. And that's what it's going to be. And within the last couple of years, I've actually seen that. I don't get into too much like, oh, I've done this and this is this success story and that kind of thing, because I just don't think there's value there. You know, uh, for me to say, hey, I've done this and these are the things that I've gotten, I mean, I guess that's supposed to inspire you. And I know that people do that and they share those stories. For me, I don't know. I don't see the value there because I think it takes away from the fact of that your journey is your own journey and that um, you just have to trust your strength and your power within your journey. So I don't know. For me, I kind of click off of those kind of that kind of content. I don't need that to push me forward. Um, I'm glad because at the end of the day, we're all one. We are all one. We all come from the same stuff, and so I'm glad for that guy or gal who's gotten the thing that they wanted, and they did it in 3 days, and that's awesome. But I've never like looked at that and been like, hey, um, they did in 3 days, so I could do it in 3 days. I don't know. I'm just like I'm happy for them, and then I just try to come back to me and try to have that discipline and that focus because it does take discipline to not fall back on the old stories, you know, the old recordings, the old thoughts, the stuff that's gotten you to this point. And I'm trying to move away from all that. I'm creating something new because I know now, like, I'm the source of it. And yeah, it's getting a little windy up here on the rooftop today. Slide my beads over there. So, yeah, I think for me, this time is just a moment to slow it down a touch and stop driving and pushing and to get that thing and take a deep breath and just say, hey, the thing that I desire, like I already have it. I had it the moment I desired it, right? The moment I desired to have that, it was mine. It was done. All I got to do is just settle in and accept that and come to know that within myself. and everything will align. And it'll be, I feel like when it comes down, I'm not going to be doing cartwheels or anything like that. When a 3D reflects what I know inside, which is that I'm free of all credit card debt, because I've been down that road before of having debt. I remember coming out of college and kind of having a lot of that debt built up, as a young man, and then going through that process and working through it and coming out of that, once you get into your work world. And so I know what that experience is like. So, it's not like I'm going to be dancing dancing in the streets. It's going to be just a knowing, like, okay, yeah, like I knew that. That's awesome. So, yeah, let me see what else, what other things am I thinking about? Because, it's not just like this one thing, right? I mean, we got a lot of things that we want to create as conscious creators, as master manifestors. And I'm not one of those like, well, let me do this first and then I'll move to the next one. Nah, man, I got a lot of things I want to do, you know, and that I'm thinking about and reminding myself that I have every day. So I encourage you to do the same thing, and be confident in your power, and just know, like, whatever that situation is, okay, it's there, but you don't have to be there for it. You know what I mean? This is the power that we have as dream makers, as miracle workers. It's like, okay, this is going on, and I'm doing what I need to do as it's going on, but I'm not going to be there for it because I'm about X. This is what I choose. I'm a millionaire. I am rich. I'm free of all credit card debt. So I've written my lines out, and now, as you know, I like to go through and repeat the lines each time, twice. Go through. By the time I've written it and repeated the lines in my mind and gone through it in a session, I'll have gone over this a little bit over 100 times, and it's sort of just saying to me, hey, this is what I choose. This is where I'm at. Like, no matter what's going on, no matter what bill pops up, no matter what situation happens, however my money is flowing, I'm free of all credit card debt, and money comes to me easily and effortlessly anyway. You know, yeah. So after I go through it twice, then I do my little fill in of my I am statement. The one today is I am rich, and I kind of, as I'm filling it, and my brain might be kind of fighting with me on it. It's like, no, that's not what's going on. I usually end up saying in my mind, I choose. This is what I choose. This is what I choose. I am rich, and this is what I choose. This is how I choose to exist. This is the draw that I'm choosing. And you gotta do that. You gotta, when you get those little pangs, or either from within yourself, which is the toughest ones, or from others that want to make statements on where you're at, what you can do, and how your life is. Yeah, you just gotta immediately come against that. And there's a lot of times that when things pop up, I think of these little things that I've colored in, and they flash in my mind, and then I just say, yeah, that's what I'm choosing. I choose that because it's about the choice that you're making. It's like, what are you deciding? Who are you deciding to be? Oh man, but yeah, I'm like, I want to do that, but I got this situation and that situation, and the way my money's coming in, and I made some poor choices, and now I can't do X. And, there's a lot that you can say, and I get it. And I'm not disputing anything that you would say, other than to say, what are you choosing? What are you deciding? Who are you in this world? Not by what you determine to be the past choices, not by what you determine to be your present situation or what's happening in the future, but who are you choosing to be? You know, I'm that Jerhal that I am a millionaire. I am rich. I am wealthy. That's who I choose to be. And so every time I go over these and I look at these, and I'm saying the statement, I am rich, but I'm also affirming to myself, like, and this is what I choose. This is my choice. I make that decision from within, inside. And I don't need to show anything to anyone, and no one needs to show anything to me. Like, this is who I am in this world. You, sir, you, ma'am, go ahead and be who you choose to be. This is who I choose to be. And I don't need to show you any proof. I don't need to show you any proof of the thing of what I'm choosing to be. You don't need that. This is your world. This is your reality. And you can choose, right? What you see out here that everyone's tripping on is a reflection. So, what are you going to put inside imagination, what's really going on, like the thoughts, the beliefs, the emotions, stuff that you're just cycling through in your mind? What do you believe about you and who you are in this world? So after I fill this in and sort of recited that as I'm going through, reminding myself what I choose, then I'm going to go back through, read this 2 times over again, reminding myself, affirming. This is the whole thing about robotic affirmation, is just coming back at it again, because you got to remember, we're with ourselves 24/7. So we're hitting ourselves all the time, just like this, much more, with, oh man, I didn't do this right, and I can never turn this thing around, and this person's not going to really be interested in, just the stuff that we say to ourselves 24/7, like when we're awake, when we're asleep. So all this is trying to do is just say, hey, I'm choosing actively to be this. And yeah, that's really what this time is about. It's not one of these moments, 10 minutes, and I'm going to tell you this technique that worked for me and got me the stuff that I wanted. This is just foundational time for me. This isn't the only thing that I do, but doing this is a great foundation for the other things that I do, and that I try, that I feel like will work for me as I move through. So I color my circle in. Remember, it's day 26. And then the key. This is the key for all of us, to know that at the end of the day, it is done. It's done. It was done right when you thought about it, and it's done. And I'm done. So, yeah, day 26. We got 4 more days to go, and I'm excited to finish this up with you. And then we're going to move on to kind of look at the next guide that I want to go through, which is my self-worth and self-concept guide. Okay, but other than that, that's all for today. Remember, you were born perfect. You were born whole. You were born complete. None of that ever changed, except that we got into the world and things that we see out here and people get in our head. So don't get down on yourself. Don't tear yourself down. Just know that you are whole, you're perfect, you're complete. All we're doing here is we're just tapping into that and affirming that in that you just decide what you want to be, how you want to go forward, and you and the universe, me and the universe, we all just work out the rest. It all just comes together. Okay? Y'all take care. I'll catch up with you the next time. Have a great week.